the Ironclad, the only unlocked character. Okay, so this first one's a bit weird because we don't get Neow yet. I'm basically looking for the least amount of advanced fights as possible. That's a good first goal. You also want to get some elite fights in, but you want the ability to run away from the elite fight just in case you don't have a good answer to one of the elites. Yep. This is a lot of events, which would be nice. You get campfire. We can choose the elite or to run away. You can also choose to run away this way, which is good. And then we can come back later. Maybe that's better. So we have two campfires, two elites this way. We have two campfires and potentially two elites this way. We get all these events to help us. And we'll still have the 3 easy fights. I guess we're doing it that way. We'll still have the 3 easy fights to get it. Would I rather have more encounters? Probably not. This shop could help us a lot. Oh wait, we also have this one because game's weird. So next turn he's going to hit for 5 and we can vuln him. I guess. Bad roll on the go turn happens. Oh no. I should have hit instead of dealing 2 damage. All we learned. Won't make that mistake again. Okay, so basically we want to bash, do a bunch of strikes. I think Trimble helps that game plan better than the other 2. We can double strike this one and then Trimble this one, and then we just have to draw 2 strikes, which is guaranteed. I'm liking that a lot. We'll do it with a bash just to be a little cooler about it. And actually, we might as well double block, because then we only take 1, and this is at... Just dies to the strike either way. Next turn. We'll set up the vuln. And then draw horribly. Happens, it happens. Do damage. And draw lethal. Back up to full health. Okay. I'm liking having some AoE. Omni Slice. Now, Omni Slice with Vuln is very good. It's very good. I'm gonna buy the Omni Slice over removing a card, I think. That's a bit far away. I don't really want this curse in my deck, and also I'm pretty sure we're going to upgrade Omni Slice here. So we actually don't want to hatch the bird here. So we'll just gain the max HP. Upgrade a card or enchant a card with Zone. So we don't need to heal. So that kind of pushes us towards the zone, right? We should assume that these are roughly valued the same, and we're getting less out of this one. So the zone is probably what we're taking. You can put zone on bash, and then it's less painful the first time you use it. And I think that's what we're doing. Just allows us to play more attacks on the turn that we play it. Just that easy. Okay, so we have two ways to make Vuln. So Dismantle is looking pretty nice, and we're gonna get more because we want Omni Slice to work out. Yeah, we'll leave Dismantle for now. And we definitely want this upgrade. So we're going this way. Okay. We want to kill the outsides first. Just deciding how we do that. It's probably Omni Slice, just to thin out their ranks. That just makes a lot of sense. Get rid of all that slippery on them. Okay, and this combo is 17, so we can just kill one. We'll kill the healthiest one on the outside. We want to kill the outside first. And then next turn, it's very possible we only draw like 12, which would be annoying. But we have the pot to bail us out, so I think we risk it. There we go. We are looking for block. So I'm thinking shrug it off, but with the zero cost attack and bash having zone, stomp is really good. It's basically vegetables or protein, and we don't have a lot of vegetables right now. We'll do the vegetables, we'll be good. Okay, are we double blocking or just hitting? This guy's kind of scary, so I kind of want to just get him out of here. Next turn we could potentially deal 24 over the next few turns. We're definitely doing all three of these. So it's 13, 37, plus 16, 40, 53. This 9 would take him to 55. So that strike doesn't really help much, actually. It apparently would have helped much. Let's see what we draw. And I mean, it's 1 damage. I'm basically just taking a damage for free, so we'll just not do that. Yeah. The Thunderclap actually wouldn't work with Omni Slice. It would work with Breakthrough, though. Setup Strike kind of also works with Omni Slice. We don't really have the draw to make Rage good yet. Thinking it's Thunderclap or Skip. And Thunderclap isn't crazy good. It's another Dismantle proc. It's another Omni Slice proc. Works well with things. We'll get one. Because we want to fight this elite, so that warned me away from skipping. So if this Thunderclap wasn't here, perhaps, you know, by Act 2 or Act 3, our deck would be thinner and more concise. And that would allow us to fight at a better pace, right, in the later acts. But getting these cards, even if they're not the best for our strategy, is going to help us with this elite. And if we kill this elite, we'll get a relic, and that'll also help us in the later acts. So we're going to prioritize just making sure that we can win against this. Okay, against this guy, I am definitely strength potioning. This man's scary. And do we full block or strike once? We really want to strike once he's vulnerable. So we might as well... Or strike twice, I mean. We really want to strike when he's vulnerable. 1, 2, 3. Or... So I can do an extra 12 damage by bashing into strike into Dismantle, and we'll save the Tremble. Or we could do an extra 5 damage because this would hit while he's vulnerable. So we're losing 7. And we also just give him vuln for the rest of the fight. So we're just gonna make sure we don't run out. Actually, we should look. So next turn we're gonna deal 13, 22. If we go full damage, then that's 10, 22, 52. 52 plus 19, 71. So he's away at 5. So it really doesn't matter what we do, because he's gonna be at 5 health. And we'll take 9. We heal 6 back. It's all good. Maybe we shouldn't have used the strength potion. It was that easy. But we get Vajra out of it, so it's whatever. We really don't have energy problems, right? This is, if we think about our 3 pillars, right, we have defense, we have attack, and then we have velocity, which is card draw and gaining energy. So this gains energy. The fact that this is 0 is gaining energy, right? We have a cheaper deck, so in a way we are gaining energy with this deck thanks to this card. So we really have good velocity right now. We're missing some card draw, but in the future we could use the Pyre. And also this boss fight goes long, so he's gonna have a bunch of slippery. So we're gonna be here for a minute. So this is gonna get a lot of value over the course of the boss fight. We'll get it. We're gonna smith. I guess we're smithing the Pyre. The rest of them just aren't that crazy. Okay, so 9 plus 20, that's 29. I guess we're killing this guy. We could also kill this guy and block 8, because this guy's going to hit us for a lot next turn. I like that a little better. Let me just block 8, because that's really 12. Courgette is very, very good. Let's get some AoE going. Make this guy not attack. And then knock him out. So we are missing card draw, but if we get battle trance, we kind of don't get extra card draw. Our shrug it off becomes worse. But it's really good with Pyre, because eventually we're going to have 5 energy a turn. We really want to have cards to spend it on. Uppercut also does similar things, right? If a card costs more but does more, it's the same as drawing more cards in a way. I'm liking the uppercut a little bit more right now. We're going to try and burst this one down, because in 3 turns it's going to they're gonna line up so that it's collectively a really big hit, because they'll both be attacking for strong in 3 turns. So we're gonna try and kill this one before that happens. One, because he's buffing right now, so this is gonna be the one that hits harder than this one, and also he has less health, so it just makes sense to try and kill this one first. I'll do it like that. We're going to vuln this one and then thunderclap, because remember, we're really only taking 2. Whirlwind is great with our Pyre. We don't really need bloodletting because we have Pyre. We already have enough Fallen, so that's a pretty easy choice. Okay, so in a perfect world, it won't always happen, but we want to kill this thing on the turn that we have Whirlwind and also energy to use it. So that's what we're hoping to do, but we'll see if we actually do that. Now we could also breakthrough would also be an okay thing to have in our hand when this dies. All right, so we full blocked, So now we just hurt this orb. Hashtag hurt the orb. Omni Slice is another one. So we could uppercut strike and then it dies, and then we have Omni Slice and Whirlwind. So we're absolutely doing that. And then is this better damage actually? 12, 24. Well, this is 24 to each. So I guess we don't have to worry about it. Okay, so we're gonna check our deck, look at stuff. We have a lot of offense, an okay amount of velocity. I wouldn't hate more. Our defense is kind of lacking, so we'll do that. And we're gonna smith our defense here, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. See what we draw. We'll use the curl card. We're just getting this slippery down. That's really all we're doing. Develop the pyre and just defend what you can. This is only one hit. If he was vulnerable and it was 2 hits, I'd probably do that. We also just block potion, but I don't think we need to. Only taking 4. Okay, and this is the big hit, but we drew our weak, which definitely helps. And we'll apply more Vuln so that there's Vuln next turn. Just develop this. And value 10 damage over us taking 2. We absolutely do this. And just play everything. We're sitting pretty at this point. Once you have more health than the boss, you kind of won. You don't really have to be threatened anymore. Epoch discovered. Okay. So demon form is interesting because we have Pyre. So it's a lot easier to play our demon form. Primal Force, we actually have good attacks. We don't really want Primal Force. This card basically just like... You take Primal Force if it's really early. You have to fight a bunch of things really early. That's one way to do it, because your strikes actually become good. Or... let's say you're very AoE heavy and you're worried about bosses. Well, this like turns your AoE into targeted damage. That's really the only use cases for Primal Force. Demon Force is slow, but with this deck, you know, we have good defense. So Demon Form could work. We would focus more on defense in the future if we took Demon Form. And Thrash is more just aggressive. But again, we have good attacks, right? We don't want... But we also have the energy. So the way I'm thinking about it is when Pyre's online, we can basically play the things that we care about and then thrash afterwards and guarantee it'll hit a strike, because that's what we want. Right? We want this to eat our strikes and essentially go crazy. But Demon Form also makes their strikes worth playing. So I guess we just do that. Especially with Pyre helping us play it. Okay, so... we have... we have some cards to play here. One idea is very hot cocoa, because if we open with Pyre or Demon Form, then you know, we can play them. And playing your powers on turn 1 can be really awkward. We could also just remove, and we'd probably just remove 4 strikes. And that helps us draw these sooner. And these wax relics, they basically help us kill a bunch of elites in this act, right? But there's really not... I mean, our max elites are 2. And we're probably going this way just to upgrade as much as possible. And we have enough money now for a shop, so we're happy with an early shop. So we're not toy boxing. Big hug. In theory, we're going long, right? Because this is our damage, and we're going to... we're going to look for more block in the future. That's mostly what we're looking for. Because this is all the damage we need, essentially. So if things go long, then we're going to get a bunch of sit in our deck over time. And I don't want that. So we're going to do Hot Cocoa. This full blocks, and then we do stuff, but I want to draw. Okay. Might as well deal 6 damage. Put the Vuln on. 21 is more than 10, so. We really don't need to Demon Form in this fight, so we can just do this. I like Fortifier a bit more. We're definitely taking the Omni Slice back. Twin Strike is more use for our Demon Form, but we don't really need more use. We're doing enough. I really want more block. And Headbutt is, in a way, more block. We can bring back our Flame Barrier. Play it more times. I'm not giving you my Gorget. It's not happening. I will give you my Energy Potion. Okay. Cat's going crazy. Cloak Clasp, in theory, we're playing our whole hand because of Pyre. The cloak class doesn't really do that much. Whenever you shuffle your dry pile, it gains 6 block. We don't do that too often, but it is nice when it happens. And just remove a strike. Get along with our day. Something to also think about is Pyre and Demon Form. They're very, long-term fight solutions. And so we have to think, like, how do we not just die in hallway fights, essentially? And another dismantle could help us with that. Cloak class also helps us in those fights, because when we draw Demon Form and Pyre, stuff like that, we're not going to play them. So we are going to have cards at the end of our hand, but really don't draw enough to make this too crazy. It's going to be like 2 block a turn, which isn't nothing, but 250 gold is kind of a lot. You can also just get heal. This is currently healing us 4 times. So it heals 12 whenever we enter a rest site. We'll basically just be unstoppable. Let's do these 2. And does that change what we want to do? We could just do a bunch of fires. Am I scared of any elites? There's Decimillipede, which we destroy. We have a lot of AoE. There's the bee guy, Flame Barrier, and good block. And single big hits help us with that. And then there's the Prism. And we're really not scared of the Prism guy. I'm not too worried. I wish we had more draw for the Beekeeper, but it should be fine. I think I want the elites more than an extra bonfire. I mean, this order doesn't really matter, but... My cat is going absolutely insane right now. There's no way. Colossus is a good card. Pretty good card. We're taking Colossus. Removing 2 strikes and giving it an ultimate strike help us against B guy, and that's the one we're scared of. But removing 2 defends and getting an ultimate defend is better with our game plan, because our idea is to go long. We're gonna do the strike though. We basically just want to our demon form, that's an okay upgrade. Uppercut's kind of crazy. We'll probably do that one. You baby. Okay, so we want to just kind of kill these guys. This is going to do 14? No, it's going to do 13. 13 twice. 26. It's 40. So 52 plus 40. So we can kill either of these. We're going to kill the one giving us the statuses. Because we just full block anyways. No vuln for this turn. Kind of sad. Not a big deal. We'll Pyre here because he's gonna eat up 2 of our energy, so this just kind of negates that. We'll just do it this way. Head, butt. Another Colossus. Yeah, okay. We'll do that. So how these work, they're going to rotate to the right. So the multi-hit's going to go on this one. The debuff's going to go on this one. And the buff's going to go on this one. And they're just going to go in a circle. They will get out of sync if you kill one and it respawns. But basically next turn, we're a bit scared about this multi-hit, right? Because he's going to strengthen himself and also multi-hit. So this guy's scary next turn. And we can just kill a guy. We could also just kill the weak so that we don't get weakened. I like that too. $14.26, that's 40. I actually don't quite kill a guy. So we're getting weakened either way, so let's get this down to low. And then we'll just block. Multiple Colossuses, they happen next turn. So you can just keep this going now. That's uncommon. It's kind of crazy. We definitely want to Omni Slice the back. And this fight's worth pyring. And I'm thinking we headbutt back the Omni Slice, because that's our AoE. AoE wins this fight. Again, this one's buffing, so it's going to be multi-hitting next turn. So let's work on that one. That's 20. It's not quite enough, which is very frustrating. So I guess we're demon forming and doing that. 14, 20. I'm taking 2. I'm not gonna potion for that. Can we draw anything good? We can draw breakthrough, which would be very good. We didn't. We didn't draw breakthrough. This one's hitting us the most, so let's just not have that happen to us. Actually, we can also just kill that. And then we just have to draw 1 damage. And we did. Inflame's pretty redundant. Bloodthirsty is pretty redundant. And Havoc, we can't control. We can control a little bit, I guess, with our 1 headbutt. But that's 1 card out of the whole deck. So we're not going to do that. in a world where we had like 3 headbutts or something, then Havoc starts looking okay. And I'm thinking we're Whirlwind maxing here. Yeah, I like that. Whirlwind also helps us, since we have Pyre, right? We have Pyre, so there's going to be turns where our hand is like Omni Slice, 3 blocks, and a Whirlwind. And they're not attacking, so we're not even going to spend anything, so that 5 energy goes to waste. But every time you draw a Whirlwind, you're guaranteed to use all your energy. We'll draw, see what's in here. We'll just develop this effect, because next turn he's also hitting hard. And I think I'm going to drink a potion, and I'm going to try and find an attack that vulns, because I really want to hit with this. And I just happened to not draw it, and we got it. That's awesome. And 15 damage is definitely worth a daze. What would we get back with Headbutt? What do we want to play again? We want Flameberry this turn, which is unfortunate. If we just draw Whirlwind once, that's pretty good. We're also running out of Vuln, so maybe we just get Uppercut so we can do it. But we want to Headbutt last, because what's going to happen is we Headbutt, we put something on top, and then we hit him again. He shuffles the deck when he adds stuff to it, so it won't be on top anymore. But if we Headbutt last, we Headbutt, he takes damage, the thing happens, and then we get the to put something on top. 18's definitely worth it. 10, it's 10 worth 2. This 15. If I do 15 and take back the Whirlwind, then we kill next turn. So it doesn't really matter. I don't want to take all this damage. 7, 14, 21. We're currently taking 5. That's fine. Actually 4. Yeah. Okay, do we want any of these? We have the energy. Stampede helps us play things, but Fire helps us play things, so it's a bit redundant. Another Headbutt to get back the thing we want sounds really good. Perfected Strike upgraded. 1, 2, 3. Not very good. This is only hitting for 14. 2 for 14 is pretty awful. We're gonna do Headbutt. We got another shop out of it. An extra dexterity because we want to go long. We really don't have health issues, so we're not buying tent. Taunt is also really good though. We could taunt remove, or we could get a smooth stone, and both are good. Both are really good. We do have 2 dismantles, right? And we have 2 colossuses, so I think just getting more vuln sources is a little better than the dexterity. And we're gonna smith, and we're gonna smith that taunt because it gives us an extra vuln. We just want everything to be vuln as long as possible. That's how our deck works. Unfortunate first turn, but it happens. So when do you frantic escape in this fight? You can think of it as we have 6, and this is a 24 card deck. So, and we draw 5 cards a turn. So we should get a frantic every turn, but we're not guaranteed that. And if we, you know, in theory, the bottom 6 could all be frantic strikes. It's absurdly unlikely, but that could happen. So the max that we can wait between frantics is 5. So as long as we have at least 5, then we can never die. That's another way to think about it. But ultimately, you're just kind of thinking, hey, how scared am I of this? In the next 3 turns, we're going to draw 2 more. So we're going to go -1. We'll be at 3. I'm still comfortable with 3. I'd be more comfortable with 4, though. Okay, we drew both of these at once, which isn't great. And we also really want to Tremble Colossus. Oh, I guess Uppercut Colossus. Can't do nothing, though. We have both our headbutts, so we can salvage this. We'll just suffer. We'll take 26. Really unfortunate draw, though. Okay. Let's get back our demon form so we can play it. It's a lot easier to play now, which is really nice. Yeah. I maybe should have... There's gonna be bigger hits. $22 times 5 is lethal. We're good. One-two punch works really well with Whirlwind. It also works really well with things that get Vuln. It just works really well. Cascade works really well with Pyre. It can help us play our demon form in Pyre 2. If we're lucky, we have 2 headbutts, so we can fish certain things out. Hellraiser is essentially more energy, and we already have Pyre. So, not as good. Hellraiser also shines if you have a bunch of pommel strikes, and we currently have 0. So, it's not really good for us. It's either Cascade or 1-2 punch. I think Cascade is more fun. So, I'm just going to do Cascade. It's very possible 1-2 punch is actually better, but let's have some fun. Playing a power for free at the beginning of every combat is insane. It's going to hit one of these, every time. This one's also good, but no, actually it's not as good for us, because remember on turn 1 we have 4 additional energy, and this is going to be in our opening hand, so we'll only have 4 cards to spend that 4 energy, so it's actually kind of bad. We don't really draw cards, so an extra 2 cards would also be good. Right, our draw is actually our kind of weakness. Cascade and Whirlwind are kind of draw substitutes, right? Because cards allow you to spend your energy. So this is kind of draw, this is kind of draw. We do have a Shrug It Off. So we're not miserable at it. What's really hurting us is getting our powers online. So I think we do Chilled Mask. Three fires and 2 elites is pretty great. We might do the shop at the end instead, though, because by then we'll have gold. And we get both our easy fights this way, so we're doing it that direction. Cool. Infernal Blade is really the one I'm thinking about, but yeah. Again, we don't really need energy, so. Can we do the 300? We honestly probably can't. And 2 upgrades sounds pretty awesome also. If it hits the defend, we're fine with it. It's not great. If it hits anything else, we're obviously happy with it. And there's only 1 strike to hit, so let's just take the 2 upgrades. We're unfortunately a bit slow of a deck because we're a power deck. Really don't want taunt on top is the problem, so we'll just do that. There's the idea of I mean, chances are we're going to draw a Vuln with this Cascade, so we don't really need the Tremble. Yeah, we got it. And then we just get Whirlwind back. With Drat Draw, we might have actually been able to do 300. I'm not entirely sure. Equilibrium is just really good. I'm not sure we're doing that. I kind of want to just get rid of a strike. Honestly, yeah, Chemical X would be so good. We can spend the gold now. We'll have each normal fight you get 15 with some random. Chess is 50. Elites are 30. So 15, 30, 80, 110. We'll have 110 by then. So that's not really enough for anything. We would buy Chemical X in a heartbeat, though, if we just had a little more gold. Very sad. I think it's Equilibrium or a remove. Because remember, as long as we survive, right, demon form wins. So let's just do that. And then we'll have enough gold to look at the next shop too, because we'll at least be able to remove. So if you can kill this, you should. It's just hard because it's 66 damage. 11, 32, 43, 58, and then I can get Dismantle back and do it next turn. I'll just do that. So it's slightly alive, but we'll have Dismantle next turn. And that's gonna be enough without too much trouble. 21 twice or 18 twice. Yeah, it's got to be 21 twice. Actually, we should have just whirlwinded. I don't know why I did that. Whatever. Strength potion's kind of not doing much in this deck. We don't really do this. If we had like no AoE, we actually have the energy just to play it raw, but we don't gotta do that. I'm thinking shrug it off, but if we look at our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think we have enough block. I don't really want too much more block, but it also draws itself, so it's like okay to do this one because when you use it, you just draw the card. I think we just do this. It gets retained because of equilibrium. The card's really good. 13 times 5, not quite enough. This is actually gonna go on for a minute, so we'll do that. Next turn he's gonna hit for a lot, so that's why I wanted to put the weekend. Yeah, still at 24, it's crazy. I've just been full on potions this whole time, so why not? So this is that card draw we desperately wanted. So we're going to take that. And now our 3 pillars are really strong, right? We have good defend. We have good attack, thanks to demon form, right? Demon form basically just creates good attack on its own, as long as you can survive long enough. And we have good block, so we can survive long enough. And then Fire gives us the energy, and Vicious gives us the card draw. So we're kind of set. We kind of don't need cards anymore. At this point, I would say our deck is pretty much done. There's really nothing more we want. So we're just looking for, basically upgrades and relics. That's really all that's left to get. block while not. Why not? This would draw cards, but we don't have the energy to use it, so we kind of don't want to yet. And we also retain, so we'll just do it next time. Are we demon forming this fight? Are we just rushing it? 43 is kind of a lot. Kind of a lot of damage. Let's do it like this, and then we'll just drop one of these. Kind of want to use our potions because we have an entropic in the wings. Now he deals no damage. This is 18 damage, so we're gonna do that, and then play a random card. Sure. Chances are we're gonna block 13 just with this. I'm just gonna go for it. Yeah, we did. Okay. And again, we don't really need anything else, so we're just gonna keep the deck lower. 28 is kind of big, but we didn't get our vicious soon enough, so we had to take some other cards. +6 is kind of a lot, but also plus damage. Demon form does that, so it's kind of whatever. Let's get our Colossuses up. We're not going to buy a card reward, so it's just, do we want to remove or do we want to run Relic? If these were both fights, I would choose to remove, but actually, there's some bad elites. Maybe we dodge the event, or there's some bad events. Maybe we dodge this. The only one I'm really keeping in mind is there's an event where you downgrade 2 cards and upgrade 4. And that wouldn't be awful, but so much of our deck is specifically vicious. And I guess we could just do that. We're gonna do the event. We also get a relic out of it, but I'm mostly going this way for the event. Never mind. All choices are fake. I'm just gonna play 9 cards. We got the Vuln first. That's awesome. And I will develop the power. We're just doing damage. 27's too good to pass up. Currently full blocking because of our little ban there. And then we're going to actually headbutt back Cascade. I guess we're demon forming actually, huh? Yeah, we don't have to demon form for this guy. Simply kill him. Nope. So which one do you focus in this fight? Our deck beats this particular fight with Thunderclap and Whirlwind, essentially, and Omnislice, for the most part. And we're pretty much always guaranteed to play these three, right? So the Ethereal really doesn't hurt us in this fight. This guy just does damage. This person downgrades all your cards. So I'm way more worried about downgrading my cards. That'll ultimately do more damage than losing cards. And the Ethereal can actually also help us. Like, we're not going to play the Strike, and it's going to go away, and we're never going to draw the Strike again, because Strike sucks. This blocks for 12, this blocks for 8, and also puts Ball, which I guess we don't care about. Block her as much as possible. And then those are all gone. We won't draw them again. But our deck is strong, and those cards aren't how we beat this fight, so we don't care. 16, 32, 48. So this kills 2 of them. And I'm just gonna graciously accept, or yeah, graciously accept that. That's crazy in this deck. It's so good. 1-2 punch. Now that's quality that we might care about. Because we have an upgrade. Is there a good upgrade? Not really. I'm gonna do this and upgrade it. We're just gonna rush this guy. We got the damage. Let's see what we draw. So with 4 Vuln, this is probably just permanently Vulned. We want Vuln on this guy because this guy actually hits us, and our Colossus works off of that. So we're gonna do that. And then we're gonna headbutt back the Colossus, because we basically just want to do that as often as possible. Unfortunate, we can't Pyre and Colossus. The Pyre is definitely worth doing. Just throw a weak on this guy. See what's in the box, why not? Put a skill from your hand. I mean, I guess we could get Cascade. We could draw a Demon Form, so we don't really want to just draw a random card. Cascade could go into Shrug It Off and then draw Demon Form though, which would really suck. I'm gonna uppercut this guy. Let's do it this way. All right, we draw with Fallen. Well, it worked out. One of these will be demon form, so we're just gonna do it. Sure. See what we draw. Order. order. But we can get back both of our... And this other one we're not going to get to play, so... What's a card we don't want to draw again? I guess just a normal defend. $16 times 5. Not quite enough. Just play a bunch of stuff. Sure. I really don't want to do that. Yeah, we'll do it next turn. Could have played this fight better, but we're so strong, it really doesn't matter. Okay, and our first run is done. Enemy kill.